Okay, this video is for Joe out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is your tail twister rotor, all rebuilt. Here's the control box that we agreed on trading out. As you can see, we are turning it counterclockwise. It is turning. I'm not going to go too far into this, but just letting you know it works, because I'm going to show you some more on the rotor-ez. It's going clockwise. You see the needle moving. You see a little red dot right there. That means the brake is still released. Bada boom, bada beam. That's the brake delay. It's built into this apparatus. Now I'm going to turn the calibrate button. You'll see the needle move a little bit. Let's move it over here just a little bit. And then we hit the brake button. You'll see it turns clockwise. Now it's going to turn counterclockwise. It's going to go to where I pointed the needle. This is the point and shoot option. And it always makes the rotor move one way for about 5 degrees and then back the way it's pointing. So we'll go back just a little bit, and I'm going to put the right there, and it's going to go. See, it turned counterclockwise. Now it's turning clockwise, and there it goes. It does that little backstroke there, so if the wedge sticks in the rotor housing, it'll release it. There. Now here's the PC hooked up to it. I'm on Ham Radio Deluxe Rotator. I know I'm hooked up to COM3 already. Rotator is item press, port 3, refresh rate 1 second, stop position north. That means your meter is set on north. It's got to know which way to turn. And let me get in the other hand here. Go up here to tools. Okay, options. Your information. That is my grid location. Or you can put in longitude, latitude. But the reason you do this is so that this thing knows where you're at. That's Hudson, Colorado right there. When you first start this up, you're going to be out here in the middle of the Southern Atlantic Ocean somewhere, because this thing's got to know where you are at so it can tell where to go. Now you go over here to connect. Bada boom, bada beam. Rotor's pointing just as it shows right there. Now let's say, and you also have a needle up here. You can cut that out if you want. I ain't got much mouse room, so I need to hunt for my mouse. Let's say you want to talk to somebody down there around the Gold Coast. Let's say you want to talk to 43 Division 165 Mr. C. You're going to put your mouse right there. You're going to double click it. Released. Now it's turning clockwise, counterclockwise. As it's going, it's going to go right to there and stop. Oh, close enough. And you see the needle moved up there. And you can also put your needle up here wherever you want to point it to, and double click up there. Well, it used to work that way. Maybe I'm thinking another program. Now, if you do not set that at north pointing, let's say you want to talk to somebody over here in South America. This rotator knows it's got to go all the way around and over to here. Now, if you hook it up so it's south pointing, it knows all it's got to do is turn from there to there. I'll give you an example. I'll make this quick. My battery's down to 15%. So if you do a lot of talking southwise, then you can set it up so it points to the south. Just disregard your readings on your meter. You know, north's going to be south and so on. Now I'll show you something here. Now if I go up here and select south pointing, of course it's going to be whopper jawed. But like before, it had to go all the way around. Now I'm going to go over here to South America. It knows that it can go clockwise and hit South America. Of course, you're going to have your rotator set at south and your beams pointing south instead of north like everybody else does, but that's just another option. And once again, if you go clear up here to north, it knows that it can't go that way because it's only going to go so far. See, what's this? I guess it is going to go that way. But your meter's still pointing. See, your meter's going to show you wherever it's going. Meter's going to say south, but it's actually pointing north. Because I've got the pointing going the other way. Now watch this. I'll turn it back to north where it ought to be, and needle's going to go to south. And little green light means everything's good to go. Now, one thing that I want to point out, that if you go further, just wait for it to release. If you go manually, it'll go further. Now watch this. I'll put it on west, and you'll see the light come on, and then didn't turn, did it? That's because you went way past its limit. It doesn't do the jiggle jaggle if you manually go past the point and turn options. The brake's still released. Bink. Now let's go all the way over there and let it do it by hand. The point and shoot option. Granted, I have to calibrate this box to your rotor. But now if I turn it just a little bit and hit the button, you'll see both lights. That light came on. The rotor did do a backstroke. Now it's going to turn that way. They're just trying to show you that if you do it manually past the limits, it will not do the little jig jog back and forth. And that's about it. Let's turn this back up to north. Did a little backstroke. The needle is moving. It's going to go up to north. You can see the needle up there moving. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll pull the covers off this thing and manually adjust it so that it is timed exactly right. Because I needed your rotor to do that, but there it is. Manual still works. By the way, the lights do not work on manual. The point and shoot option, point it wherever you want to go. The lights do work that way. And then the PC hookup, you can see it working there. You move your mouse so that you can even shut it. Let's see, put it right there on 100 or 0. Double click it, it'll go right to there. Once I get the control box calibrated, I got to pull the covers off and do that. But anywhere you want to point it, we'll talk over here to, let's see, I guess that's Japan. Hawaii's in here somewhere. I wish they had a better map. And then that's New Zealand, Australia, South America, Florida, the UK, Spain. Anywhere you want to go, you just point and shoot it and hit your mouse. Okay. Bada boom, bada beam.